What on earth is going on with wrestling cards? We have not had a Panini WWE set in months.
What's the holdup?
Upper Deck is all over the place with these AEW releases.
It's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't be doing stuff like that. That's insane.
And the hottest wrestling release in months appears to be coming from Leaf, of all companies.
No, Mom, you don't understand. I've been waiting for this thing to come out for months.
Let's talk about the landscape of wrestling cards today and rip a couple boxes of AEW Allure. Let's get into it. What's going on, wrestling fans and AEW fans? Today we are checking out two new boxes of 2022? It's almost 2024, but we're checking out two boxes of Upper Deck AEW Allure branded 2022, and these are coming off the heels of the previous release, which I believe was AEW Metal that I reviewed earlier this year on the channel. Was not a fan of that one. After such a long wait, man, that one fell flat, so flat. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, I do appreciate a like on my content. The landscape of wrestling right now, man, the wrestling's hot. We're entering a boom period. NXT, hot. WWE, red hot. AEW.
Oh, I'm so cold that I'm shivering.
I hate to say it, but used to be much must-watch TV 2 years ago. The company's got a whole bunch of growing pains, don't they? It's still good nonetheless, and these AEW Upper Deck releases have been hit or miss, so I am looking forward to this one today. I've ripped a box off camera. I liked what I saw. I think this is a much improved product over AEW Metal, so let's get that out of the way. On the other side of things, where have our WWE sets been? We've been waiting for Elite for months. It's been delayed, and it has no release date. Panini recently dropped their calendar for the next 2 months through January. No WWE Elite in sight, and the rumor and innuendo going around is that Fanatics on January 1st will not only take over the WWE license, but also take over the UFC license. That is the rumor. I have no inside track. That is just what I have heard. That is what is being passed around as to why we are not getting that WWE Elite release. Only time will tell. Our last WWE releases were Select Tmall and Select Lucky Envelopes, which we did on the channel. Although they did recently release a CM Punk Panini instant card of his return. He'll be in this set, but he is back in WWE if you're not watching. And then they released the Quinn Ewers and Undertaker signed card. So who really knows what to make of it? All I know is that in a couple of weeks we have Leaf Heroes of Wrestling, Metal Heroes, whatever it's called, Heroes of Wrestling Metal coming out, and those will have the first Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson autographs in almost 20 years since he has signed cards. So I am very much looking forward to that. That appears to be the hottest wrestling set coming out. But here we are today, ripping AEW Allure. These boxes coming in at right around $100. So less than half of the cost of a WWE Select box. Select Hobby has pushed up over $200 at this point. And no guaranteed autos, unlike Select. You do get 2 autos in that product and 1 mem. Yeah, not much to talk about in this one. We are chasing the Golden Treasure 101s. There is, if you want to pause it and take a look, although just go to Cardboard Connection. That is very tiny print, and there's a lot of things on there. So, we talked a little bit about everybody else. What has AEW been doing lately? Well,
It's the biggest piece of dog.
they've been doing some good things. I will say they have been doing some good things, but it's no longer the must-see TV that it was back in 2021. And, yeah, there's definitely been some issues, obviously, with CM Punk leaving the company, and just the perpetual drama that has come from the company. It's made it frustrating as a fan. You know, AEW basically swapped Adam Copeland, Edge, for CM Punk. I was really, really looking forward to seeing CM Punk's, feud with MJF and all this stuff, and we've had this devil storyline going on for months with no end in sight, and I don't know who it could be, but I just have a feeling we're going to be disappointed by it. AEW really has to figure out what they're doing right now in terms of as a wrestling company, because, man, they have all the talent in the world. Swerve should be a world champ. We love Swerve. Hangman still good. I mean, they have so much talent, guys. But what I've seen out of the company, some of the storylines, just, yeah, I got nothing. Let's not talk about what's going on in the world of AEW. Let's just look at some AEW cards today. And this set, like I said, this guy's been on fire. This set has been good. I opened a box off camera. Me and JML opened a couple boxes off camera. He pulled a Kenny Omega auto to 35. I pulled an Austin Gunn auto. We have red right here. That's going to be a color flow of Ruby Soho. Non-numbered. Cards have a premium chromium feel. Feel a lot like Topps Chrome, actually. That's Allure. Much better than AEW Metal. Although I will say, just like my complaint with AEW Metal, some of these die-cut inserts, and you're going to see a couple today, really don't make sense. That one's fine. Title Fight is fine. Taz, John Moxley, and Ortiz. So, $100 a box. No guaranteed autos. We are going to get one card numbered to above 100, and then one rare card numbered under 100 at a minimum. And then I think like 3 color flows. Matt and Jeff Hardy recently requested their release from AEW. There is Jade Cargill now with WWE. A big loss for AEW in my opinion. And it'll be a big get for WWE in due time. Kyle O'Reilly, he is rumored to be coming back, man. I hope he is not one of the devils, if not the devil. That would be dumb. My Squad, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Just kind of one of those inserts that misses the mark. My Squad. Like, yeah, we could do better than this Upper Deck. Dustin Rhodes, I love him, and Sting on his retirement run. I have a feeling that we're gonna end up seeing Sting and Darby Allin versus versus Ric Flair. I would love to see Sting versus Macho one more time. It's gonna end up being Ric Flair and somebody versus Sting and Darby, and I just have a feeling we're going tag team for his final match. There's Dax Harwood, Allure, Darby Allin. We've got Keith Lee, green color flow of Timeless Tony Storm. That is going to be a green and blue color flow, numbered to 299 on those. I really enjoy Tony Storm's character. She has really elevated herself. Doesn't really have a great feud right now, is the only problem. Just no real competitors for her belt. I'm far more interested in what Julia Hart is doing with the TBS Championship. TBS Championship, I believe that is. I think Julia Hart has been definitely the MVP of the women's division since Jade lost the belt, and far more interested in her character in the House of Black than with Toni Storm. She's funny, but they haven't, they got to get her in that feud with like Paige, or I don't know. We got to do something with her. Ricky Starks. There's gonna be John Moxley on the black, and I'm seeing something right here. I don't know what this is. Hey, speak of the devil. Julia Hart, speak of the devil. Numbered to 299 on the AEW logos. I'm not sure. But that's cool. It is a newer set, so her newer character is represented on the set. AEW Metal just felt like an old set. So it is nice to see an updated character right there. Also, John Silver. Moxley was not numbered. No numbering on the Moxley. In terms of value for these cards, we'll have to see. I have seen some singles. Obviously, the autos are going to do well. But when you're opening these for $100, are you going to be able to hit a card worth several $100s? That's a question that I'm not sure. I guess the top cards, the Golden Treasures and things of that nature, some of the best autos for sure. But the average box, like how much is a Julia Hart to $299 really going to sell for? Or even to $50 for that matter. Ortiz, there's a Chris Jericho green and yellow color flow. Non-numbered on the color flows, but those are nice. That's going to be a blue, I'm just going to call it a blue mojo to 35. That is going to be our rare parallel for the box. Isaiah Cassidy, who, great wrestler. Hasn't really done much on AEW TV. They've stuck him in all kinds of things with Matt and Jeff Hardy. I think he's with the Hardys right now, which if they're leaving the company, that's not good for him. Isaiah Cassidy, tag team wrestler. Not the best card. Not the best low-numbered card to hit. Tay Mello, her and Sammy just had their baby. Orange Cassidy. There's going to be a Adam Cole, Bebe. He's probably going to be the devil, right? Like has to be, right? Jade Cargill on the red number, or not numbered on that one. But hey, I'll take some Jade cards. It'll be interesting to see if it'll be Panini or Topps making her first WWE card. Another My Squad of the Dark Order. Man, Dark Order, they were good. They had a really strong run, especially on BT. I know they're doing Being the Dark Order now, but man, they had a good run during the pandemic. Austin Gunn, Rio. This Continental Classic that AEW has been doing has actually been a breath of fresh air. I will give them some praise. That's been very good. Much must-watch TV. I really like the Moxley, storyline. I like the Swerve, Moxley and Swerve eventually coming to a showdown, and I think that's actually gonna take place yesterday. Recording this video on Tuesday, uploading on Thursday. I think they face off on Dynamite this week. And then Bryan Danielson versus El Idolo had a banger of a match on Collision. There's Swerve right there for the PC. Big Swerve guy, he is from the area. Takeshita is going to be on the title Ambitions die cut. Hikaru Shida and Jim Ross. Good old JR. Final pack here in box number 1. No autos to speak of yet. This pack is tough to open, so maybe we have a golden treasure in here. It's going to be QT Marshall. He is now with WWE, I believe. They signed him to a... I don't know. Star Futures, MJF. Your world champion. MJF. Ice cream for Wardlow. This is what I was talking about. Just another one of these inserts.
Come on, man, that's garbage.
I get it. It's a play on the CM Punk ice cream bars, but the guy's no longer in your company. And it's such an inside and old reference now that we don't need ice cream bars of Wardlow. Gogo, who is no longer in the company. There's Punk, no longer in the company. And Dante Martin to end the first box. Yeah, not much there in that first box. Hopefully the second box we can catch an auto. See what we find in box number 2. We haven't even seen the Don Callis family in a minute. And that was a hot storyline for the last couple of months. Wrap that up. Yeah, we haven't seen anything with them lately. Tay Mello on the Color Flow red and orange. Title fights of El Zero Miro. Hikaru Shida and another Jim Ross. This box starting off just like the last box with the Color Flow. Same Color Flow in pack 1. Packs just do not want to open. I believe we have AEW Metal coming out in just a couple months. The new one, so... Not much time in between the 2 releases. That product has cratered in value, by the way. Those are now about $100 a box. Came out at like $150 or $200. Wardlow on the Color Flow. My squad of FTR. Love me some FTR. Agogo, Punk again, and Dante Martin. So Punk back in WWE. Hell froze over, and even I didn't think that was going to happen, but here we are. And now we could potentially have all these amazing fights that we either haven't seen in a long time or, never. I'm looking forward to. I presume it's going to be Seth versus Punk at Mania. I believe that would be night 1. Night 2 is going to be Cody and Roman. That's what it looks like to me. Anything else would be a shocker. You never know. But man, WWE's caught fire, especially with Vince out of creative. Triple H running things, doing a really, really good job with the storylines there. That is going to be... I gotta do Tony Schiavone. It's Sting. Yeah, I don't got the voice for that. To $2.99 on the Stinger. Sting calling it a career at Revolution in just a couple of months. Good for him. Good for him. He's had a really, really solid run in AEW. I think he's undefeated. I think I saw he's like 23-0 in matches or something. That's a fun little stat. So who's he gonna lose to? If it's not going to be a tag team match, I assume he's going to face Darby one-on-one and give Darby the rub. That's what I would expect. Chris Jericho. There's MJF right there. Chris Statlander, man, I love Chris Statlander. I like her character. I liked her as TBS champion. And she's just a phenomenal wrestler. QT Marshall is going to be our short print to 99. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. QT and Isaiah Cassidy are 2 numbered cards in these boxes. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I hope we see an auto. Like Hook, Darby Allin, great. So AEW has, all the talent in the world. They've lost a couple of big names. They still have all the talent in the world. They just got to put it together, man. They just got to put together more comprehensive feuds. You can't just have random matches. I mean, you can do dream matches, things like that. But, man, some of the booking on AEW has just kind of been nonsensical most of the year. Ethan Page, Sammy Guevara on the Color Flow. And, man, come on, man. I don't need a Bryce Remsburg card. Numbered to 35. Are you serious? That is arguably worse than Cassidy. Bryce Remsburg, the referee. Oh, boy. The guy who didn't count the 3 when Moxley got hurt, too, at that. Just, come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, well, now we really need an auto to save these boxes. Another ref, we got Rick Knox, Luchasaurus, The Blade. I don't know if Butcher and Blade is still with the company. Red Velvet, that is going to be CM Punk on the red. Reds are non-numbered. Title ambitions of Adam Cole, Jungle Boy, and Emi Sakura. 2 packs left today. I want to thank you for joining me. A rare wrestling video on the channel because we have no releases lately. Bowens, Scorpio Sky, Hikaru Shida, Abaddon. She's been back on TV lately. You know what's funny is I've seen a photo of her like without makeup and she looks nothing. You would think just hideous, right? Hideous. No, she's actually very, very good looking. It's surprising that she can transform herself into this whole thing. Title ambitions of Tay Mello, more like mother ambitions, because I don't know when we're gonna ever see her again back in the ring. Thunder Rosa is supposed to be back soon. Jamie Hayter and Sammy Guevara. Last pack of the day, we gotta have an auto here or a golden treasure. Otherwise, this is a big swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss today. Keith Lee, Athena, Brody King. There's gonna be Anna J. A Cash Wheeler is going to be non-numbered on the Orange Wave. Ice Scream for Jade Cargill, but apparently they didn't scream enough because now she is in WWE. Ricky Starks, what's that guy doing lately? And Sky Blue, they just stuck him with Big Bill and made him a tag team champion, I guess. Overall, though, a couple of not so hot boxes. Doesn't really sway my opinion that this is a much better product than AEW Metal. I think Metal was with the PMG hunt supposed to be awesome, and then it came out flat. So I like all the color you get in these boxes. Autos fall 1 in every 3 or 4 boxes. So I guess we pulled our 2 autos off camera. That's why you don't rip off camera when you create YouTube content. Doesn't really sway my opinion. $90 a box. If you like AEW, this is probably the product that I would rip. Metal is also at $100 a box, but man, Metal is just so much boring. These are the right amount of cards, the right amount of parallels, and I do like the product a lot. I do wish it would have been 1 autograph per box. That would be my only suggestion. So AEW moving in the right, or Upper Deck moving in the right direction with this AEW contract that they have. Still not on par with Select WWE or any of the Panini WWE products. It's a little bit better, though. That is going to do it for us today. I would say, if you like AEW and you like trading cards, go ahead and bust a couple boxes. I would take that over Metal any day of the week. I know Metal has the BMGs, but that's just a more fun rip. More cohesive, more fun rip. That's going to do it for me. I have no idea. I assume Leaf Heroes of Wrestling Metal will be our next wrestling rip that we do here on the channel. So we're going to be chasing some Rock autographs. I believe that one's scheduled for an early January release. Unless anything changes, that'll be our next product. That's going to do it for me, wrestling fans. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy wrestling. Because, man, we are in the golden era right now. We're in a new golden era, I should say. Peace.